start this show. What's up, my curves? Just let me make sure everything is all set for us to go while y'all gather in on this Sunday afternoon, child. Let's see. Want to give everybody an opportunity to come on YouTube and on the Curb and Facebook. Um, so make sure you tag your favorite somebodies and come on in. We waiting for Shantee to come in again. Sean, you on deck?
I'm off up in here. Hey y'all. I was just trying to tag a few people, girl. I'm on my laptop and I'm used to the convenience of my phone,
Right. Girl, you could be on your phone on here too. I see Shantee has joined us as well. Hey, Shantee.
Hey.
Hey, yes. I see
Hey.
people are coming on in. Everybody come on in. Let's get ready to have the conversation, honey.
They probably all like, Dag, we on again? We got the whole weekend covered.
Guess
Girl,
who's Bazak?
guess who's
Yes.
Bazak? Girl, yes. It seems like we had neglected the celebrity tea. You know what I'm saying too, because with everything going on with McCray Island and such, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Hey, so we're going to cover a whole bunch of celebrity tea. And then we do got some information to update you on from yesterday's live as well. So, child, I don't know what you want to do first.
Well, I'll tell you what I want to do. I don't know if y'all agree, but I want to talk about this little court document from my boy Robert. Renee, where you at? I tagged you. Get in here.
Y'all always messing with the R.Kelly. You know what? It is never a dull day when it comes to Robert D. Kelly and the things that he do. And I'm not surprised to be getting this additional tea. So as we always do about this time, let's go ahead and pay homage. Okay.
Oh, well.
Y'all, let's go pay homage to the one and the only Robert Sylvester Kelly. You hear me? Here we go.
Karen, plug your ears if you hear.
Girl, yes, just give you a little taste of the Robert Kelly. You gotta come back to America, honey.
America.
Oh.
Do you have your passport?
Yes, Robert. We did.
Like you met his qualifications.
Girl, always petty with the Robert Kelly. All right, shout out to Robert D. Kelly, locked up behind bars with 30 years so far and counting.
Oh, my God.
Oh, geez. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up this tea from Robert Kelly, y'all, because, honey, Sean wants to get right straight to it. I should have already had that updated and ready to go with the whole scenario that's going on in regards to him. But
yeah, for some reason it interests me because when you mention Robert, like for the people, I think people that were fans of his, everybody's like, well, what about the parents? What about the people who enabled them? Hey, Bran on YouTube. Hey, Risa. Yeah, but people always ask about, what about the families, the mothers, the fathers who enabled their daughters to do it? Now, I always knew that the parents had to be enabling this stuff, but I didn't know there would be like direct proof like this. It's crazy.
yeah. And it's not surprising because I mean, with all of the parents that was trying to so-called get their daughters back after they had willingly allowed their daughters to go, it's not surprising that we finally got some information about that. That kind of coincides with what everybody had been saying in regards to, the parents allowing this to happen, and people should be looking into what the parents have been doing as well. So T with Tia dropped this information for us with the court documents that show a mom coached her 17-year-old daughter on how to seduce Robert Kelly. Now, I don't know if I could get into it real good to see it. Let me see if I can enlarge this some. Okay. So it says, it gives the case number in the document. It was filed February 1st of 2022, and it's page 46 of 63, I believe. Then said, let me make it wide, honey. You should text him and be like, you're gonna be my boo, and see what he says. To which Jane responded, laughing my ass off. Jane traveled independently to meet defendant in Stockton, California, where he was performing on May 1st, 2015. She stayed in contact with her mother the entire time. At one point, Jane explained to her mother how she ended up going to Stockton to see the defendants perform. I told you, he asked me, did I want to come to the show? I said, of course. And he said, okay, then let's pack this stuff up. He was even putting his stuff in my bag. Jane and her mother remained in constant communication before defendant's show. Jane's mother instructed her about what to wear and made suggestions about how she should behave at defendant's show. I would blow him little kisses and wink at him and bite the tip of my finger, mess with him real good, do something seductive, then make a silly face, LOL. Jane and her mother continued to text throughout the defendant's performance. And at one point, Jane and her mother exchanged the following text. Jane says, he's singing the whole show to me. And mom said, laugh out loud, too funny. Jane replied, for real, for real. For real, girl. The mom said, well, you better get signed first, then married second. And then she also replied, he gonna seduce you tonight. Jane replied, LOL. Mom said, you have to give him a message before he go to bed. And Jane said, laughing my ass off, no, I doubt it. And the mom replied, girl, you better, or he will get someone else to do it. Child, I can't believe.
Girl, look at here. That is a very odd and weird conversation to have with your child.
Yeah, why would she be telling her all of this stuff? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
It's That's weird, but I'm about to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because I was 17 before, and, I remember, dating an older guy. And there was nothing my mom could do about it. So I can see, like, the mom trying to be her friend and give her advice, especially for a quote-unquote successful and one of the best in the industry.
Well, look at her. Your mama might have gave you advice once you actually had the man. But she ain't out here telling you how to reel them in. That's too much now.
Yeah, that's valid. You got that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You gotta keep in mind, people have a weird I don't want to say weird. Weird isn't the right word. But people have very different relationships with their daughters. You gotta keep in mind, some people they're not their kids' mom. Like they're not their kids' parent. They're their kids' friend.
Right.
It's weird.
This whole thing is weird. Ain't no way in hell I'll be sitting up there trying to tell my daughter how to seduce a man or an old man.
That's a fact. I ain't doing it because I'm trying to tell him. Oh no, not him. He got worms.
Oh
damn.
How old is he? Oh, he can be your daddy. He got worms. Don't do
okay,
that.
So in 2015, that would have been about 7 years ago. Robert would have been what? 47, 48, somewhere around there.
He got worms because that 7 years ago. Yeah, that's about. I mean, my mom is 55 now, so 7 years ago she would have been what? 48.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah, he had worms. Yeah, definitely.
And the daughter said, the mama said, and he's older than me, so he even older than your mother. So obviously the mother probably was fairly young, and she's trying to tell her daughter how to get a record deal, I guess.
Yeah, and they were using this as bait for a record deal. That's what I feel like. Like, she was like telling her how to seduce him so that you can get him up under your wing and then you can get that record deal. And then y'all can get married.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that in those papers I read through them earlier, and it specifically stated that they misled him. The parents actually misled him regarding the daughter's age.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's finish reading these docs, honey. They said Jane's mother continued to encourage her to seduce defendant. At one point, Jane told her mother that she caught feelings for the defendant. And according to Jane, she and the defendant had sexual intercourse for the first time after the concert. At no point during her travels with the defendant in California in April and May of 2015 did Jane disclose that she was 17 years of age or that she had lied to him about her age. After the trip to California, Jane traveled to meet defendant in Las Vegas where he was performing. No rational juror could conclude that defendant enticed, persuaded, induced, or coerced Jane to travel to California. Jane's contemporaneous conversations with her mother show that the defendant invited Jane to join him and she excitedly accepted. When Child, this is crazy. How Jane could entice defendant into a relationship that Jane's mother hoped would catapult her into stardom. Prior to traveling to California, Jane's mother demanded that she continue to text defendant. You better be texting him so you will stay on his mind. Jane doubtfully reported to her mother that she had spoken to defendant about flying to California to meet him, and that defendant told her that she could meet him whenever I tell him, tomorrow if I choose. As the government concedes, defendant had no idea that Jane was 17 years old, since Jane and her parents actively misled defendant about her age. So again, that coincides with a lot of the stuff that people were saying prior to surviving R.Kelly docuseries, that they were lying about their ages in order to get with him. They knew what they were doing. They were trying to set him up as well to be able to get whatever out of him, whether it was record deal money, try to be one of his girls or whatever. But they was trying to set him up for real too. And during what they're saying in the document is during her trip to California with defendant, Jane and her mother were in constant communication. Jane never once complained that she had been enticed or false pretenses or that she felt misled. Quite the opposite. The text messages reflect that Jane was having the time of her life. Child, this is crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm so confused by this, because if there was obviously no criminal activity there, because I know that in most.
What happened to you?
Sorry about that. In most states, the age of consent is like 17. So what would be illegal about that? Even though I think it's inappropriate, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But what would be illegal?
Well, with this particular thing, there isn't, but within the context of these documents, you can clearly indicate that they were lying and trying to purposely set him up.
Right. That's why I'm confused on why. Maybe the defense called her to the stand. I don't know. I'm just confused by this. Is she supposed to be a victim? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, because I would never do anything like that with my kids too. You guys are right. Yeah, her mother pimped her out. Yeah, I believe so. Like she was setting her up. You believe that the mama should be locked up as well? Do you think that the parents that were involved should be having consequences regarding them too?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. If Robert is getting locked up, the parents definitely should be. If they facilitated this like this mother, definitely.
I believe that too. You know what? I believe that all parties that were involved, whether they were flying him in and out, flying the victims in and out, you know, picking them out of the crowd and bringing them to our for the after party and doing all of that. All of that is like, you know, you're helping him as well. But I told you that this was more than just that, because even the higher ups knew all about this whole situation at the record label, and they cater to whatever the celebrity needs are so that they can continue making these hits and making money off of them. So, you know, if you're not going to take down the whole building, then what's the point? Because everybody had a hand in it. Facebook user said, yes, all parents that were involved should be held responsible. I believe so. I mean, you know, now they're out here living their best life. Azriel, clearly she got something going on. She came out with a single. She be on red carpet events and stuff now. So she's reaping the benefits of being with Sylvester Kelly. The only person we haven't heard from was Jocelyn. Like, we don't know what's going on with her.
Girl, Jocelyn disappeared off the face of the earth. Where's she at?
I don't know.
I mean, not for nothing. When you disappear in a situation like that, especially if you really feel like you was in a real relationship with him.
Good point.
Yeah. I mean, if she plans on sticking by his side, I guess she gonna wait the 30 plus on years he gonna be locked up. Like, she gonna still be communicating with him.
I think that we're gonna, unfortunately, Lord willing, we live that long, get the news that he passed away in jail. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
she gonna be too damn old for him. He ain't waiting on her. She can wait, but he ain't waiting on her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sharon, aka Sharon.
Hey,
yes.
Sharon.
They said Jocelyn is working out Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You already know who that was.
It's not nobody working in fast food because, listen, ain't that what they did to that guy? What was that guy that played in Cosby Show? They clowned them for working at the grocery store.
Oh yeah,
the one that played
her husband.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're not about to do that. Everybody got to pay bills around this bitch.
Yeah. I commend them for doing that, because some people won't even, you know, once their career go downhill, they still just sitting around, not moving forward, just holding on to those dreams. So I commend them.
Yeah, that's sad. It's sad that they would want to pimp their daughter out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, not trying to be funny, but that's what a lot of them here have been doing for 1,800 years. This is nothing new. This here is nothing new. The cycle has been repeatedly done since the beginning of time.
Girl, you know, this is really outside of this subject, but you remember on What's Love Got to Do with It, when Ike slid Tina's mama some money and she smashed it down in her bra? I was like, ooh, now you trifling, girl. You're trifling.
Girl, yes. Child. Well, let's slide on into this next thing, since we're talking about, you know, people and, you know, messing around with their kids and stuff. We might as well get into this, girl. So, you know, they have sent out information regarding Nicki Minaj's husband sentenced to home confinement after failing to register as a sex offender. And this is according to investigationdiscovery.com. You can check this out on their website. They say Kenneth Petty, 44, served 4 years in prison for attempted rape in 1994 in Queens, New York. And the article goes on to say that on July 6th of 2022, Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, was sentenced to 1 year of home confinement for failing to register as a SO in the state of California, according to Paper. NBC reported, in addition to home detention, he will also receive 3 years of probation and must pay a fee of the $55,000. Which this ain't shit.
Yeah,
this ain't shit for them.
Is that people feel like that's light work.
Yeah.
I mean, based upon what I've read about the case, because I don't want to say I know because I wasn't there, right? I think it's appropriate. I think it's light work because $55,000, yes, that's a whole lot of motherfucking money for me. But we talk about, I mean, his wife is fucking Nicki Minaj. It's a drop in the fucking bucket. So,
According to court documents obtained by the blast on September 16, 94, Petty allegedly forced a 16-year-old Jennifer Huff back to his home and, committed the undisputed raperization her at knife point. This is what they're reporting. Eventually, she was able to hit him with a water bottle and escape. And Petty was convicted of one count of attempted rape and served 4 years in prison for the crime. According to Paper, Huff is suing both Petty and Minaj for harassment. Huff claimed the two, through people in Minaj's camp, tried to intimidate her to recant her story to get Petty dropped from the SO list. According to The Root, charges were brought against Petty in November of 2019 when he was pulled over by cops in Beverly Hills during a traffic stop. They arrested him after learning he was registered as a SO in New York, but not in California. By law, he is required to register upon moving to a new state, CBS reported. Petty pleaded guilty last September to one count of failure to register as a SO. He is considered a level 2 offender in the state of New York, which means that he is thought to be at moderate risk of repeat offense. So in 2018, Minaj defended her then boyfriend on Instagram, writing he was 15, she was 16, in a relationship. Both go off internet. Y'all can't run my life. Y'all can't even run your own life, according to page 6. Petty also pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in 2006 after shooting a man named Lamont Robertson in 2002. U.S. Weekly reported he served 7 years of that 10-year sentence.
What the hell?
Dang, I didn't even know that about him. I didn't know he had a shooterization.
I was familiar with that portion as well. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I still truly have mixed emotions about the sex offender, the rape, because listening to everything as far as the back and forth there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but you can't say anything because then everybody's like, you victim blaming, and it's like, I'm really not. Like I was 15 before.
Yeah,
he was 16. Like it's tough. But again, I mean, his punishment. Yes, it's a punishment, but it's light work. He's kind of been living. He's married now. He got a kid with Nikki. Like it ain't like he really in the streets. So like this is a penalty, but it's not really a penalty. The only thing is the 55 racks, which again for them ain't shit, but it's still something.
Well, it is a penalty because guess what? Nikki is out in London now. Where he at the house? He can't go with her.
Yeah, but he probably, I mean, the chances are he probably wouldn't have went anyway, right? They want to keep the baby home. It's COVID, it's this, it's that. You know what
Girl,
I mean?
he be going with Nikki. From what
girl, he be by her side all the time. Did you see that?
I get it, but I don't think it's that detrimental.
What I feel is that because he done got with Nikki, he might be thinking he don't have to follow the rules. Now you got to follow the stipulations of a crime for your probation, whatever. Because guess what? You pled guilty, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, right? But that would mean that his parole or probation officer had to have known he moved because he still had to report. And you would think that would have been part of his check. Because I would like to think that sometimes our men or even our women don't know all the rules and stipulations surrounding moving outside of getting a clearance from your PO. And if his PO omitted to tell him, don't forget, when you move over there, you have to do this. This is important. How the fuck would he know?
I bet you he got a high price ass attorney that let him know what he was supposed to get.
And he got an attorney. Nikki paid for it. They got an attorney for both her and for him because at one time they was talking about they was trying to come after Nikki in regards to this too. So yeah, they got an attorney with it. Let me do some shout outs. Hey Lauren, hey Sugar Magnolia, thanks for joining the show today. And then Nisha said she was familiar with this. She just in love with a criminal.
In love with a criminal.
I'm in love with a criminal. he, he stayed with Nikki. Gotta keep control of that bag. Yeah, because she just did that Essence Festival thing where they were talking about her and she looked like she was pregnant and stuff, which she said at first she was and then denounced it like she was playing with y'all.
But she
And
definitely didn't look pregnant. She definitely didn't.
You didn't think she looked
you didn't think so?
No, I did not think she looked pregnant. She looked like somebody who had a baby that didn't go and get a tummy tuck immediately after having a kid. Like
Oh.
she looked like a woman who's been home chilling during the coniferous with her family and ate a couple of oatmeal cream pies.
So basically you saying she just regular schmegler.
I think that she ain't run to get under the knife right away after having a baby, and she's enjoying motherhood and what the wife life looks like for her under her circumstances. And a Twinkie or two ain't never hurt nobody.
Okay, girl. All right. Well, big ups to them. I guess if she ain't pregnant, then all right, girl. If your weight is making you not be as effective as a entertainer, then that's a problem because she looks sloppy on stage. And this is my personal opinion. I know her barbs might come for me in regards to this, but she looks sloppy. It wasn't her best performance like normal. And we all have good days and bad days, but she seemed like she was out of breath and that she really didn't want to finish this up.
Damn, she got tired and said, "I'm done."
She got tired.
Essence. Bobby said, I'm tired.
Yeah. Not the oatmeal cream pies. Yeah, that's what she said. So I really don't know in regards to this whole thing, but shout out to them both. If they go ahead and do what they supposed to do, which is making sure that they take care of what your responsibilities is as a SO, then do so that you can stop being in the news. How about that? Regular schmegler. Yes.
That's word. That's good advice.
Your boy is out here in these streets talking about what he want to do to the Instagram model. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but we finna bring it up and talk about it. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. That was, you know what? That was just, I'm talking about Drake. I wanted to get into the Drake thing, but what's his name? Fabulous was telling y'all, don't be sleeping on his music because, you got to be in the right place to listen to it. Take a listen to what he said.
Big Canal vibes. Chew up the Drake album. This way you gotta listen to the Drake album, man. See, y'all niggas not cultured.
You gotta show them
Y'all know with it, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why y'all not getting it, because you're listening to it in the projects and it just doesn't resonate there, doesn't ring off there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really come out here. You know what I'm saying? You come out here.
So basically, he said you need to be out on the water some way to get the gist of this album that everybody is saying was not hot in the first place.
Talk about Drake's album?
Yes.
Oh, see, I listened to it several times, right?
Okay.
And I personally think it is very different for Drake, and I think I think what Drake did, right? And Sixx, you a music person, so I know you're gonna understand what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
He gave something that a true artist would give, which is not the same shit all the time. It's different. I respect it. It definitely is a vibe. It's an acquired taste.
So
but
you was out on the water listening to it, is what you said.
Listen, I roll up a spliff and go in the backyard and listen to it. I listen to music. Like if it's music, I don't think it was a bad album. I think it was
I don't know.
album.
I can't even comment because I didn't listen to the album. Now, as far as what Fabulous was saying, majority of Drake's friends ain't on no damn yacht floating around the lake or the river or whatever he talking about. So,
I think it was more so
the way he said that, but maybe
he
was joking. I didn't like it.
Well, I think he was just saying like if you a hood person and all you listen to is hood music, you're not going to appreciate a different type of artistry from an artist. That's what I understood him to say, and I respect that. And I'm a Fab fan too, so there's that.
let me just say this, you guys. Somebody being in the music business, you understand that you creatively grow as well. You know, your record label wants you to continue putting out things that they know will be a hit to make money. When you start to establish yourself as an artist that continues to have hits under your belt, it's kind of hard when you want to do something different to give a different side of you, or you may be feeling something different. You know, you want to show it, you want to show what you've been experiencing while you've been away, because that's why we take breaks. When we live our life and you don't see us in the headline, we're taking a break because we want to live our life. We do want to spend the money that we make. We do want to go on vacations. We do want to have relationships, et cetera, et cetera. So it gives them the opportunity to refresh and restart and work on something new. Now, do I condone him working on something new? No, because everybody have favorite artists that give you a flop album. They do. It's natural. Nobody can stay on a run and give you a hit after hit, years after years after years. They're going to go out there on the limb. So I'm not down to his album, but it wasn't something that I wanted to tune in. I'm not a Drake friend like that. I like some of the things that have come across the airways that made him most popular. But how often do you want him to stay in that same genre of music? Like, some people got other aspirations to be able to venture over and cross and do other stuff.
And you
So
Right, it's no different than K Michelle, right? K Michelle does the music that most people listen to, but the same people that the same people that she's generally been catering to probably ain't gonna like her as a country artist, right?
they,
So it's
let
not.
me tell you, and it's very hard for Black people to get into country.
Well, I
I
I
mean,
mean,
the
a
country
song,
is
so
like
they
Black
can't
people
do
being
it.
into country aside. It's just not that music. If she does, I know I think she's already started making country music. But my point is, it's not going to be for the same audience, and that's
Right.
what
it's not.
that's what Drake did, and that's why I respect it.
Yeah.
You know, that to get into country, it's kind of hard. So, you know, when Hootie and the Blowfish came out and Hootie crossed over into major country streamline, like, we was like, oh, really? But he had already kind of established himself as singing some hits that were technically a little bit of country music in the first place. But y'all need to stop messing with these artists who y'all don't want in the country line, because Monica said she about to do a country line a country lineup because y'all was telling her she can't.
I mean, do you think that the same people that listen to Beyonce, as we know Beyonce, would be okay with Beyonce trying to do a dancehall album?
I don't know, because you know Beyonce is supposed to be doing some country little something too. I mean, isn't
Okay, the
that what she
correct
been bringing?
answer, Six, was no. She's not
No,
even a
but I'm just
reggae
saying.
artist.
I'm just saying she's supposed to be bringing out country stuff too. Like, I don't know, because y'all like You Won't Break My Soul. So I mean, y'all like that. I don't know what to say.
Wait, who is y'all?
The
Yeah.
the people the people out here that's been posting and you know, like, yeah, this a hit.
Yeah, nah, that's not me. Listen, Beehive, I don't give a fuck. Okay, y'all can't do nothing to
I
me.
mean, if you feeling
Y'all can go
Drake,
to
why you
hell.
can't like B? They about doing the same thing on these songs now.
Wait,
Why you
say that
can't? I
again.
like the
I
original.
say
I
if
like.
you feeling Drake on his new album, why you can't
No,
feel
no, I'm
B?
not saying
Oh,
anything bad. I'm just saying as
well.
far as the audience that he's catering to, if Beyonce tried to do a dancehall album, it's not going to go it. It's going to go the same way Drake's album is looking like it was going, because it's for not for the same audience. I was saying what I was saying about that particular song
Mm.
and that crossover. I'm not against the crossover, but that song just wasn't my twist.
I like the original version of that song. Like, I
What
mean, I know
song? What original
the
version?
Beyonce song, that was a remake, honey. Now
No,
the
she
words,
took
the
parts
words
of a
is
different
different, but she
song
took
and
the beat
used it. She
of
sampled, but it
she took
wasn't
a
her.
sample. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I like the original.
All right. Mm.
Let's go into these comments. I feel he gave something unexpected, like Beyonce and Sierra giving dance hall music. Well, I don't know why y'all be rooting for Sierra.
I think it's called house music, though, y'all.
I don't care what you call it. But
But
why
I'm
do y'all think
just saying.
Sierra? Why do y'all think Sierra is gonna give y'all a hit after all these years?
I
You
mean,
don't like Jump?
No.
I feel like that Sierra in that song, she was trying to tap into, getting that goodies vibe back, kinda. That's how I felt listening to it. I feel what you're trying to do. You're trying to mature just a little bit, but let the world know you still got it. So it
So
wasn't
Facebook
a miss,
user,
but it wasn't a hit.
she said that she loved the album and she's a house head, so it was right up her alley.
That's
Okay,
Sissy.
yeah, that's
Sissy
cool.
said that.
Yeah, I'm not really into house music like that, but I get it. I get it. I look, you love it, I like it.
Girl, house music seemed like you need to be listening to that when you drunk as a skunk in the club, just in there vibing. Boom, boom, boom,
You
boom,
say you
boom,
love
boom.
Jimmy Allen. Who are we talking about? Well, we were talking about Drake's album, Drake, Beyonce song, and Sierra's song "Jump."
Who's
All I
Jimmy
know is Blake
Allen,
Shelton
girl?
better not stop rapping. Cold blooded. Darius is amazing, whatever genre he does. I like, you know what? I liked is Darius Rucker, right? Is that who is that
Yeah, that's
the
the name.
Hootie and the Blowfish guy, right? I used to love their music. So I won't down him. I think he crossed over right at the right time. I think that's probably how he was trying to set it up to be. Neonce. Oh, Noonce. Oh, you shady. I'm over break my soul already. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, when you scroll on Instagram or TikTok, everybody's doing their videos to that song. It is a little overwhelming, they flood the timeline with that break. It was stuck in my head. I was like, I don't think I even heard the whole damn song before. And I'm over
just
here
the chorus.
washing dishes. You won't break my soul. Why the hell I'm singing this?
It got you in a trance because it's low vibration. Let's get into the
Girl.
low vibration, Shantae.
Listen, I like all music. House music is no exception. I just didn't like that particular song. But yes, well, you have to keep in mind, right? We live in that instant gratification age. And Sixx, making music now is different, and they don't have to make whole albums. All they need is a track. And if it goes viral on TikTok, they getting paid like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right.
they are.
So it
Oh,
only
y'all.
needs to be catchy. Like there's a whole song that people don't even know who the artist is because they literally just took the beat and made a quick little 60-second dance to it on TikTok. And the original artist actually made his own TikTok saying, yeah, my song finally went viral. And then he's like, but you don't hear none of my bars.
Right.
So
None of the bars.
Dang.
Well, most
That's
of the
tough.
group they agree that it's trash. Larissa said, that's a no for me on Beyonce. And they said, oh,
The
poor
curb is
Sierra.
full of Beyonce haters for some reason. I can name 3 people in this group that like Beyonce. It's really, I don't get it.
name them. I
Sierra,
mean, I don't
Me,
dislike Beyonce.
Sharon, and Joy.
But
Jerome
hold on. I don't dislike Beyonce. I just don't love all her music. And to me, a lot of her shit sound the same.
no lies detected.
So I don't hate her. I don't
Beyonce
hate her
ain't
at
no
all.
different from no other artist.
But I have physically purchased the physical CDs of Beyonce, several of them, right? Because I was a Destiny's Child fan. The Writings on the Wall, like Beyonce, that cover, those cornrows in the front with the braids in the back and the curly ends. I made my mom do my hair like that because of Beyonce.
Yeah,
Right?
I used to wear my hair like that.
Like her.
It's cute hairstyle.
But if everything sound the same, you gotta call a spade a spade.
They said Sierra need Missy.
Oh,
That's what they say.
well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jazzy Faye or somebody,
Well, she'll probably never go back with Jazzy Faye. It was a lawsuit between them two about her music.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think Misha said it best. She said, I like Beyonce, but she ain't my Monica. That's perfect. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. They say, look at the curses coming in. They said, no, ma'am, it's a vibe. The energy is electric. They like Beyonce. It's more than just
No,
y'all
she ain't
three.
talking about
No, she's talking
Beyonce.
about
She's
Drake.
talking about house music.
House music.
Yeah.
And I like Beyonce, but she ain't my Monica. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't dislike her, but yeah, she's definitely not Monica. She damn sure ain't no Whitney Houston.
Well, nobody is Whitney, so you know. They also said that I do like the beat to her new song. Well, yeah, the beat was the old school song. This Facebook user said the only time I really like Bay is when she sang Halo on a Good Morning America years ago. I believe she was pregnant with Blue, and that's the only thing they like or really appreciated for her.
Yeah, that was a good performance. I do agree with that statement. She did do good. She definitely did do good.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. They said, I just want her mini me, Chloe, to say down. We get it. You grown now. You
ass down somewhere.
Yeah, that's something. Fucking right. Sierra needs to just be a wife and mom. Go off into modeling. I think she's a good person to be modeling, but I told you her music is not really for her to come back. I don't think it's gonna be good. That's just my personal opinion. And I like Sierra.
I disagree with that part of that statement, though. In regards to Chloe being the prodigy, no.
You think Chloe hot?
No. Somebody said that Chloe was the next prodigy, if I read that correctly. And
let me see. They said, I just want her mini me, Chloe, to say or stay down. We get it. You grown now. You are the prodigy.
Yeah, I wouldn't give her that much credit. Beautiful girl, beautiful voice, very talented. Unfortunately, she doesn't have her own style.
No, she. I do always say that I feel like she has copied Beyonce to the T.
I mean,
but
Beyonce.
She's a great singer.
Let's be clear, Beyonce's not original. Beyonce has copy styles. I mean, if Aaliyah was here, this would be an argument.
Okay, y'all already know how I feel about my girl Leah. I'm gonna stand down on this because it seems like I always get, in the shuffle of all this between Beyonce and Aaliyah. But let me tell y'all this:
there's a conversation about Beyonce and Aaliyah. Aaliyah and Beyonce ain't nothing alike. What's
it's the era of the music. It's the era of the music because Aaliyah was still here she died when she was at the top of the charts. So her music would have kind of been like the it thing instead of Beyonce's, if that makes sense. That's like what they're saying.
You don't think they both could have succeeded?
No, they both could have succeeded. However,
but I don't think Beyonce would have had.
She wasn't doing exactly what she has been doing because Aaliyah would have coined it first. Like, think about when Beyonce first came out, even her dress style. Because remember, Beyonce wasn't always in skin tight shit all the time, right? Beyonce, she came off petite. And Aaliyah had kind of coined a specific style where she was still sexy, but she wasn't trashy.
Right.
And that was something that's how Beyonce was introduced. Like, if you look at some of the older, even the Destiny's Child videos, she had that kind of tomboy thing. Like, think about Soldier. There were certain scenes in Soldier where it's like, damn, that looked like that could have been Aaliyah.
I get it. But I think that when you come out with new artists, it's all about timing. I really do. It just so happened that Aaliyah passed away and Destiny's Child became the next it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking anything away from Destiny's Child because collectively, I think that they were a really good group. Amazing. I just wasn't into, and I've always said this, and I never shy away from it. I just never thought that Beyonce, being a solo artist, like, I didn't like all of her songs. Yeah, there are some songs that I do like of Beyonce, but I don't make her be what everybody else makes her be and put her on this big platform. I don't see it in that recognition, but I do believe she's excellent, and I will always continue to say this. She's a great ass entertainer. Like, she does the damn thing performing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, I love Aaliyah too, but she wasn't a hell of a singer now.
No, she wasn't. And if it wasn't for Timberland, her beats wouldn't have been as fresh as they were. But she created a movement with the music. And she's not a great singer, but she was a great entertainer. She was. Right. So, but shout out to my girl Aaliyah. I love some Aaliyah. They said, oh no, ma'am, no argument. Aaliyah was that chick. Yes, and they did say that Sierra would never be never have a song as good as Goodies or that one with Missy It. with Missy. And you know what? We need to bring Missy back. Why is she not back out here working with some of the artists again? She just been laying low, y'all.
If I'm not
Maybe she don't want
mistaken,
to.
I hope I'm remembering this right. But Missy, I think she understands that she's not an old school artist, but she's a classic artist, right? And she's an original, right? In the sense that she's, even though people felt like for the verses, her and Busta should have went against each other, they really shouldn't have, because they're both eclectic, but they're not the same type of eclectic, right? And I think she feels like, because we're in a generation of mumble and bullshit rap, this is not where she fits in. And I don't think she's found an artist that she could kind of work with, that kind of vibe with her like that. Like, there's no artist that I can see her being a feature on right now where it would just make sense.
Well, why can't she go back and pull some of the artists she already worked with that still want to do music? Like, what about Little Mo?
Like who? Like
Little Mo? Like Little Mo made great hits with her. Tweet did some wonderful music with her. Like, she worked with a whole bunch of people that she gave us some good music with.
Yeah, but
Y'all don't like them artists now that we got.
I don't think they're capable of putting in no type of work that would be necessary. Lil Mo got a beautiful voice, but Lil Mo was never a longevity artist to me.
What?
That's me. Tweet definitely wasn't longevity. Tweet was definitely kind of positions to be a couple hit wonder. Like, it's no different than what was the girl that was on Jay-Z's team at one point? What was her?
A million.
Was it and Rod Digger? Like, those weren't artists that were like, they weren't in a position to be like, yeah, these are gonna be the female artists for time and time and time again. It was like, nah, they temporary for sure.
Well, I mean, they never really give women artists the bulk of everything. I mean, look how they waited so long with Remy Ma, and look how they did Ludacris chick that they had in the group. I mean, just to be honest, But anywho, oh, they did say in a comment, Sissy, Chloe never will go far. Bay won't allow that to happen. Cold-blooded. You think that she got a hold on her? Like, honey, you ain't gonna never be as big as me. If Aaliyah was still here, we wouldn't have the Beyonce situation. I don't think she would have been as popular, but I think she still would have been around and stuff. If Aaliyah was still here, Beyonce would be the Brandy to Monica. Ooh, cold-blooded. Y'all cold-blooded in these chats.
No, that's a good comparison. I agree with that, because Brandy lit too. Like, if you into music and you from
Brandy
like my
is
generation,
the Bible vocal. Y'all already know.
You gonna pick it's either you like Brandy or you like Monica. When you were singing "The Boy Is Mine," you couldn't lose being Brandy or Monica. So that's safe. That's good.
Well, y'all know I like them both, but Brandy my girl. Brandy my girl. I love Monica because she kicked down the door and smacked a chick, letting you know Monica ain't having it.
Yeah, long as you don't bring back those sandals again, we good.
Cold-blooded. Look, Larissa said I can't stand her voice these days. Destiny Child was great, but herself, I can't. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. They said Missy shitted on them too. Missy did. I'm gonna have to look into that. These artists now are just cute and catchy. Yeah, they don't have longevity. Shantee, you cutthroat. Little Mo, Tweet, Olivia, exactly. What happened to them? Well, Olivia got played by 50 Cent in them G Unit. So, then it tanked on that. And then now she's married and she released some new solo project. But it did wood. Ain't nobody listening to her from what I see.
Mo still putting out music. Y'all supporting?
I didn't even know she put out music. What she got out? I'll take a listen.
I follow on Instagram. She puts out music.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I've heard a few things. It's not as good as when she was with Fat.
Ooh.
Some of these singers just have that connection, like a Shantee and Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pair them up to give us some hits or something. But ain't nobody doing no new stuff because it's not gonna last right now. It's not.
And that's why I think Missy has kind of just chilled out in that regard, because Missy is a quality artist. And unfortunately, The people that are out right now are not quality artists. They're not.
Somebody said Beyonce will put Nancy Kerrigan on Chloe.
Cold blooded.
Oh wow.
She'll pull on it.
You love Brandy, and Olivia was on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. Well, the whole purpose of people going on these reality shows is to build their brand and come out with businesses. And half of them on there was just on there just for the shits. So I don't know. Ja Rule before he was on fire.
Girl, Jen, I watched that documentary.
Girl, yes, that was crazy. Missy said this generation is not about to waste her time. Please don't waste her time because she is an icon. She is.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get on, y'all. We didn't talk enough about the music. Can I get into my damn rant, please? Please let me get into my rant. So let's go into this John Gray situation. He has, if y'all follow, what's his name? Larry Reed. If you follow Larry Reed, then you will know that he went live late last night, honey. And he was telling us about this whole thing in regards to John Gray being in the hospital, right? Let me go ahead and post this whole thing situation. So this, this is his wife's Instagram page. And I ain't going to even butcher her name. So let me just go and say it's his wife.
I think it's Aventer. Gray.
Okay. Aventer Gray. She posted on Instagram, "Hello family, my family and I stand in need of a miracle. Please keep my husband, the real John Gray, in your prayers. After feeling a little different over the past couple of weeks, he went into the ER on Thursday evening and was immediately admitted to CCU with a saddle pulmonary embolism in the pulmonary artery and more lung blood clots. The saddle PE is in a position that could potentially end his life if it shifts at all. The clot burden is severe and only God is holding it in place. He is currently in CCU, and based on CT and echo, we will need 2 types of surgery due to the pressure now on the heart within the next 24 hours. To place this in perspective, the doctor said, ain't gonna let me get the rest of it. Hold on. Why? The doctor said what, boo? Child, they cut it off. Said that the people something.
I mean, basically, from what Larry summarized last night, is that if that clot moves, he's dead instantly.
Well, let me just say, I don't wish death on anybody. Let me say that right now, okay?
Girl,
but let me just tell y'all,
bus pulled up to collect.
Let me tell y'all, that's exactly what I posted under this comment on the card. The karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch because you set up here playing with the house of God and having a congregation while you was out here cheating on your wife this whole time. And this may not be the whole scenario that you need to hear during this time of healing and asking for prayers. But let me just tell you that this is just something that really set on my heart when I saw that this happened. And I was like, well, dang, that's messed up. But then I thought about all the cheaterization and shit and embarrassing your wife that you have done over the years. And still more stuff is coming out. And now look at the situation that you're in. Look at the situation that you are in. And I know I might get backlash for this because I'm not saying tit for tat. Oh, this is what you need or this is what you deserve. Nobody deserves anything like this. But you need to start realizing that the very person that you have humiliated and put in a position to be looked at and frowned upon as your wife who was trying to stand with you when you was doing dirt is the very same person that is standing by you in a time of need, and now you on your deathbed or potential deathbed. Look who's standing by you. Where are the hoes you was dicking down over the course of the years on your wife? Where they at? How come they ain't standing with your ass?
I mean, not for nothing. The wife got the final say. Didn't we learn about this shit yesterday?
We know. But the fact of the matter that she even still stands with him today after all of that, you should be thankful. You should be thankful. And if you make it through, you should be changing your fucking ways.
I agree. I definitely agree.
You should not have let this even get out, because a lot of women, we already will tolerate so much in the first place. And most of us will forgive a cheating man. So you really just messed it up because you look stupid now with all of these allegations of cheating out here on your wife over all of these years, and still more stuff is coming out. Because if I remember, Tasha K reported some stuff not too long ago that they got some more deets about him cheating.
Yeah, she did. Apparently, she was reporting that his side chick came and let Tasha interview her, and she had videos of him sending pictures of him, videos of himself masturbating and all kind of shit. It's just crazy.
And let me just tell y'all, the chat is saying the same thing. Karma is real.
Yeah.
Stand by your cheating boo, honey. You know what I'm saying? And this is sad that now you're asking for prayers after all of this stuff when you was out here dipping and doing and spreading it low and wide.
Ooh.
Your wife is still sticking by you through thick and thin. Y'all need to start checking yourselves. I'm telling you, these men out here who marry, like, you can do bad all by yourself. Why be married if you don't want to be married? Why do that? Especially when you are somebody as a pastor with a congregation. He lost all of that. You lost all of that. You had a show, you had a congregation, you was writing music for people. All that shit got tossed to the side when all of these allegations came out. Now you was left with nothing.
No, he still has his church.
He ain't got a lot of them followers like he had before. And baby, let me tell you, if I was in his congregation, I wouldn't believe half of the shit he say. He sit up there and say the Lord built the sky first. Let me go to the Bible in section verse. Let me see if that's what the Bible said. You been lying so damn much. You lie like a rug, sir. Carmen, they said definitely is a bitch and definitely needs to happen sometime. Oh, y'all cold-blooded. Now, I ain't saying he got to be taken out, but I'm just saying, look how the tables have turned and the doors to the church are not open again. See? And now you got more people coming into the congregation because you know what happens. We tend to forget about shit that happened within a few days and weeks. You don't hear nothing about it. But all of this stuff with him, it's been years that he been messing around on his wife. Years.
Yeah.
And I said it when Tasha K came out. I was like, it's more to come to this. This is not over. Her Bible has pages. Mine does not. Because I would have been gone. Y'all, I was heated when I saw all of this. I ain't gonna even lie. This made me be like, okay, I need to say something about it. And I knew I probably was gonna get a little flack about this whole thing, but say it and say it loud. Okay. Yeah. Just say it. Y'all want to add some more to this? Because this is crazy. And I know that Larry Reed is supposed to be giving everybody updates about it. And, he said that he really is, sad that this is happening with him. He can't move. He can't look to the left or look to the right because any slight movement could take him out,
Yeah, I got nothing, I got nothing regarding this matter,
Damn.
Honestly, I feel like, prayers to him. I hope he comes through it. You're right. I hope if he comes through it, he realizes what he has. He starts to respect his wife and treat her accordingly.
Girl, I hope so. I hope so.
Right.
What they say, you better get your shit together.
Get it together.
Right? Yeah. Did you see Choke No Joke post about Robert, or did y'all discuss that already? We discussed Robert already, but no, I didn't see Choke No Joke's post. If you can, send it to my inbox and I'll pull it up right quick.
Oh,
but yeah, because Choke be out here reporting the news.
Yeah.
Let's get into some happier moments unless Shantee want to chime in on Mr. John Gray, because other than that, honey, Just keep your prayers up.
Shantay
Nah,
got
you
y'all
said
in
it all.
the
You said it all, child. You said it all.
Girl, I'm gonna be over here keeping your prayers up. Ooh, John, things will get a little
Yes,
easier.
but Choke No Joke, Choke No Joke doesn't really hold any credibility to me any longer. So I really don't entertain anything that he says or posts anymore because he
Y'all
went past
follow
it.
him back when he
Was
was
ranting about Jay-Z 50,
yeah,
1100
he was
times a day.
He throw stones and then hide his hands, and I just can't get with that vibe.
girl, let
Mm-hmm.
me tell you something. When he went down to Tasha K's trial in that suit, I said, "Oh, Choke, what's going what is going on, Choke?"
Y'all got me choking on Choke No Joke.
Choke is a joke. He needs to change
Ooh,
his name.
child.
Choke is a joke. He needs to change his name.
Ooh,
Ooh,
child. Well, on that note, congratulations to Eddie and Nicole Murphy, honey. Shots out and shots fired. Her daughter Bria got married. And Sean said that he was an actor. So maybe this will open some doors for him because I never heard of him before.
Yeah,
girl, he played in
congratulations
one
to
show
them.
I was watching on
She looked really pretty.
Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
played a werewolf. You know, I like werewolf shows, but I forgot the name of that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they had a wonderful wedding service. She looked really pretty. He looked handsome. Look at Nicole serving us her crypto chronolites.
Oh,
Yes,
goodness.
Nicole.
God.
Nicole serving it. Okay, y'all know that they call her the crypt keeper.
Cold blooded. Don't do Nicole like that. She's still trying to maintain.
Girl, she's still trying to look like she in her
She
20s when
doing
she
a good
almost 60 years
job.
old.
She doing a good job though. She look decent for her age.
Okay, sissy, thank you. I got it. And I'm gonna put it up in 1 second, y'all. I mean, I'm not saying she don't look good, but she didn't have work done, honey. All of this stuff that she be talking about. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. This is supposed to
Baby,
be
but let me tell you something. When I get
Mm.
older, if I got the corn, I'm getting snatched. You hear me? Snatch me. Come on.
All
Cut
I'm
this,
saying, and I
cut
think
this belly
Shantae
off right
backed me
now.
up on this. All I'm saying is, don't sit up here and be purchasing the body, and then all of a sudden you want to do the work to maintain it and talk about you living this workout lifestyle,
Oh
and you
yeah,
wasn't
she
doing it
was
Yeah,
before.
selling
please don't
some
be
product.
don't be a native LIE. Please,
Ooh,
thanks.
well, oh, the shade of it all.
Nah, that's not
Girlfriend.
shade. That's mad real. She can come see me about it.
Ooh,
Oh well, shout out.
hootie, hoo. Oh, oh, Gerard's so damn petty. She talking about Bria. Don't let your mama stand that close to your man. You know he a man stealer. I'm like, I mean, she.
She be out here messing around with married women,
Oh,
husbands.
oh well.
Don't act like Lisa Ray ain't tell y'all on Wendy's show. Don't act like she didn't tell you.
I mean, Lisa Ray did spill the tea.
I'm just saying, don't act like she didn't. Okay, but they look really good. I love their pictures and stuff. Yeah, this was
They
good.
both. He looked very nice, and she looked absolutely beautiful. Yes.
Yeah,
I was just happy that there's not animosity that exists to the extent where they couldn't take the picture right there together because that was real dope.
yeah. Shout out to Hollywood Unlock if you guys want to go on their page. That's where I got the pictures from. And y'all can pull it up. Let me pivot back since Sissy sent me the deets on Choke No Joke, what he posted on Instagram.
Karen said she had to work late, but she out up in here now.
Hey Karen. Okay, so we did go over the defendants in the Jane Doe information, but Choke No Joke said F all you media outlets that is posting that Azriel Clearly mother Alice Clearly coached her daughter to seduce R.Kelly. Now, fuck y'all. When myself and plenty others was standing on a soapbox telling y'all people this y'all ignored it purposely just to see him convicted. I'm talking to you media outlets. At Gail King didn't even follow this up because y'all all wanted to see him go to jail despite being set up. I've been posted this before the sentencing, and now after R. Kelly got 30 years, mostly behind this woman, you cold blank wanna play games, kick rocks, effing culture vultures like you give a fuck. And all y'all did was post negative stuff about Rob, and now the media want to dig up after they buried him alive.
This is
Woo!
exactly why I say I hate it when people throw stones and hide their hands, because while everything he's saying is valid and it is true, I roll my eyes because, my dude, you ain't followed through on shit. Nothing.
Well,
You half-ass start stories and don't ever finish it. Like, choke no joke. Come on, you got to do better. Like, really? Like, I respect what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't disagree. But coming from you, you no longer a credible source, my dude.
Ooh.
well, crickets.
Because he always do that. It's almost like he clout chase and has a piggyback off of somebody else who he wants to feel like made it big. But when he had the stage, he ain't deliver.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
still ain't heard no tea about Jay-Z. Shoot. We've been
And
looking
he the
for
one
something.
that got everybody all up in arms about Jay-Z. And then everything went fucking silent. Like, is you a bitch or not?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, choke. Oh, choke, no joke. Well, thanks, Sissy, for giving us that tea. Somebody said I started rewatching the R.Kelly Netflix series. I'm confused how his wife was clueless. Other girls saw her face to face, but she never saw them or knew nothing. Please, so many adults failed those girls. Andrea, we have all said, because we all in the group watched it together, the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, and we pretty much knew that Andrea was lying, because from what we were hearing and what some of the girls was hearing, that she was in the house during the time that he was bringing these women, and some even went on to say allegedly. Okay, let me say that. Allegedly, that she was having, some of these bringing some of these girls to R. Kelly, and they were all participants.
Oh, well.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know what to make of any of that whole scenario with Drea. But
I mean, look, just to play devil's advocate related to Drea, if she was getting abused and mentally and physically, and she was around there having to get permission to move around and stuff like that, what do y'all expect her to do?
well, unless she, I don't know, because I have a different mindset from some. So I'll just keep my personal opinions aside from that, because I understand what victims go through. But yeah, good question. Good question. Well, I'll be damned. Let me answer the phone. The refrigerator is calling. A lot of people were participants. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So I was trying to pull up that Drake thing before when we was talking about Drake, and I got sidetracked because we ended up pulling up talking about Fabulous, and then we went left getting into Beyonce, Brandy, Monica, and so on. But there was an IG lady. Thanks, Sissy. I'm gonna pull that up too. An IG lady that came up saying she was spilling the tea on Drake's fantasy with her. He was in her DMs per se. So let's take a listen to this, honey, because this was real juicy. I was like, oh, well, what in the hell? Here we go.
Basically books girls, I guess, for Drake. And he had came across my profile, like my Instagram. Right. And she's like, Drake wants to know if you want to fly out for an S&M session. Swear to everything. And I was like, wait, does he want me to be him? I'll do that. Like, you know what I mean? But no, it was that it was supposed to be like a 7 to 9 hour thing. Like, this is what you should expect. This is what the girls
7 to 9 hours.
My God.
9 hour thing. And it's like him tying you up and like doing all this like
So that's some fucking Christian Grey type shit.
Yes, I was like, no,
You didn't jump on that.
So let me say, if y'all didn't, if y'all wasn't listening, um,
Drake Freaky Deaky. That's the headline.
Now, Robin Crawford is breaking her silence. This is the conversation I most wanted to do.
why in the hell is this playing in the background?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm not attracted to Drake in that manner, right? But you could see the excitement on her face. Like she looked like she was hyped as fuck.
And I was about to tell y'all, if y'all was paying attention to the background, somebody was getting it in. You didn't hear all that? Oh,
Yeah, that was
well.
yeah.
Look at Jen. Jen talking about what is happening in the background. She said she watching on TV and she heard people effing and sucking. Oh,
Girl,
what?
yes, girl. I was like, and you could see that they were purposely trying to keep the camera over to one side. Like that was crazy. So, what did you think about what she said in regards to him and his 8 to 9 hour long SNL, honey?
Girl, they on some freaky deaky shit. I don't know what's wrong with it. I wouldn't want to do it, but to each his own.
Oh, she said I couldn't
When,
focus on her talking because I'm looking around like, where is that noise coming from?
girl, when it comes to S&M and bondage and all that,
Mm-hmm.
the people are consenting. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. Do y'all thing,
Yeah.
He
I'm
asked.
for it.
He didn't get her over there and then just tie her ass up and do what he wanted to do. He
Mm-hmm.
asked. She said, no, that's that.
They said, I'm sorry, but Drake will always be Jimmy from Degrassi. I just can't. He needs to spend 8 to 9 hours making better music. Oh, the shade of it
Oh,
all.
y'all cold blooded on her.
It's all cold in the mud. Oh God. Let me pull up what Sissy has said to me. Hold on, my mental honeys. Yes, Sissy. Let me see what she say.
Sissy always finding the tea, girl. She
You
be out
know
there.
it.
Bye.
Oh, this is some more stuff from Choke No Joke. Let me pull this up. I know Shantae like, oh, not Choke No Joke again, but girl, let's see what he said on the tea, honey. This on his Instagram page. So he added Nas, just dropped the Supreme McGriff documentary. Recently, Bimmy said Supreme doesn't fuck with him no more because he's a fool with he's cool with 50 Cent. Do you think 50 Cent feel a way about Nas putting out a Supreme documentary? And he added 50. So we got to pay attention because y'all know 50 Petty. He going to respond. He said, I haven't watched it yet. I'm kind of over the praising drug dealers for the destruction of our neighborhoods. I don't look at these dudes as heroes anymore because of my maturity level. It's smart to learn from their mistakes, but to praise these dudes that just sold drugs and killed a bunch of people that look like them or from their neighborhoods is dumb to me now. It just inspires a new generation of drug dealers and killers. I have no interest or probably would be giving a review right now. It's more entertaining for me to see 50 reaction to the story. That's if he's even interested in it. It's more entertaining for me to see 50 reaction to the story if he's in. Okay, I said that. Give it a few days. Now, if 50 is mentioned in it, you better be prepared for a response, especially if they try to shit on him. What is that all about?
I actually saw a preview for that. Let me look it up. I don't know. It's a documentary that Nas is producing on this guy Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna look up where they're showing it because I actually saw a preview for it and it looked good. But I
And this,
forgot to mention it.
oh, okay, and this is from what was this? Nas doing the documentary, right?
Yeah, Nas is producing it.
Oh, they said it's already out. It's on Showtime.
Okay. I knew I saw it somewhere.
Okay. Shana, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Okay, yeah, y'all check it out, and we'll have to pull it up on our to-do list as well, and then we'll fill y'all in on what we see in regards to it. We'll check that out too. Thanks, sissy.
Yeah,
Honey,
I'll live vicariously through y'all because I share the sentiment of, you know how like you don't want to see no more slave movies, like we know about that shit.
yeah.
I share the sentiment of like, all right, we get the drug dealer game. Like, come on now.
Child, the T be dropping, and if y'all fucking with 50, y'all know he is going to respond to this. I have yet to see him ignore anything. So we'll keep our eye out on that. We are on the VIPers. We all follow Fifth. So if y'all don't follow Fifth,
what does 50 have to do with it? Was he a part of this guy's crew or whatever?
I guess so. I mean, they were saying that what he said that that Bimmy said Supreme doesn't fuck with him no more because he's cool with 50 Cent. So he was cool with Nas, and I guess Bimmy don't fuck with Nas no more because he's cool with 50 Cent. So what's up between them two? They got an issue?
I don't know, but 50 don't give no fucks.
You already know.
Not one single solitary one. They can fuck with 50 if they want. He King Petty. I'm here for that.
Girl. Well, we'll
and
keep an eye out on
owe him no fucking money.
Because if he do, he gonna pull that out of the hat. He gonna pull that out of the hat. 50 needs to have tea time with his petty ass. Girl, you ain't never lied. Because he be dropping all the tea when it comes to people owing him money and anything else. You see how he be throwing these people up under the bus about the shady dealings they be dealing with. He be posting that too.
Girl, you see what he said about Puffy the other day?
Girl, he said tell him what he said.
Girl, hold on. Let me scurry out over to his page, y'all, because I don't want to misquote my boy now.
Don't misquote him.
I need him coming after you, Cheryl.
Right. I Mr. 50. Mr. 50. It's not me.
He is King of Petty. Y'all already know. But look,
okay. So apparently this dude named James Cruz was getting interviewed by Vlad TV, and he mentioned 50. He said, "I'm disappointed 50 Cent didn't allow G Unit to reach its full potential." So here go 50. This cokehead James Cruz worked for Chris Lighty. He didn't make no deals. He was just in the meetings. Puffy played with his bud in Miami. Ask him about the weird shit they do. Don't ask me. Don't ask him about me.
Oh my God.
His ass is so damn petty. It's just crazy to me.
Girl, crazy. Well, honey, here's some other stuff that crazy, because after that whole shebang boogie with the verses and stuff, then we ended up having to hear that Omarion drops a trailer to an upcoming 5-part docuseries spilling the tea about B2K, honey. Y'all care or no?
You know, I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Listen, Omarion can't sing, so I don't care.
but you're so good. So after the verses, you don't want to hear shit else. He got
the only thing he did good that night was eat a watermelon and fuck the mic stand. Like, he ain't performed.
Michelle cold blooded. She said he can't even speak around her after that verse.
Girl, he was over there eating watermelon, girl. Like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, like the only thing he proved to me that night was that the studio and his engineer needs a raise.
Ooh.
Okay. He looked like he might be good for somebody in bed because he fucked the fuck out of that mic stand. And he might can eat some good coochie the way he was young eating the watermelon.
Those his only qualifications, because singing ain't it.
No, ma'am. No, man. His dancing was okay. It was a little rusty. But he cannot be on stage with a Breezy or Usher. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Well, let me go ahead and at least give y'all the tea about this, because y'all might still want to check out this docuseries, even though y'all don't fuck with him as a singer. But
I
they
check it
say,
out if I flipping through the channels and I see it, I stop.
so this comes strictly from the shaderoom.com. You guys, you can check out the article. It said, woo, the last few weeks have been filled with drama surrounding the group B2K following the recent versus battle with Omarion. But it appears that things are about to get even messier courtesy of O's new docuseries. In a TSR exclusive, Omarion gave us the first look at an upcoming 5-part docuseries that promises to spill every drop of tea regarding B2K's long-standing issues. And you know they got a lot. After a less than favorable versus performance, Omarion was faced with a lot of online criticism, with the bulk of it coming from a former B2K member, Little Fizz, J Boog, and Raz B. Following a collection of social media posts calling each other out, many fans wondered if the former group members could ever make amends. And Omarion has just answered that question with a new tell-all docuseries. Let's take a look.
A lie spreads faster than the truth. Everybody got something to say. But now it's my turn. Let me take you back to 2019, Millennium Tour.
You think you know, but you have no idea.
Oh, I'm scared.
Well,
The pursuit of B2K, 4 guys who had no intention of touring together.
I literally feel like my body is like literally about to like shift and teleport to like another planet right now.
We ask that you forgive us for those things that cause us to go against each other and bring us all back into love and into unity. Let's have one great show in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. B2K. Oh! Okay. 1, 2, 3. B2K.
okay, so you know they finna play some of this music, and I don't want to get cut off. So let's...
I just want the record to reflect that this is not the behavior of somebody who's unbothered.
Absolutely,
somebody
it's not.
booing him on the curb. Damn.
To embark on that journey, it took a long time. This wasn't just somebody threw money at them.
Raz-B is officially off the tour. I don't feel safe.
We almost hit the promoter with the mic.
I wasn't really picking up that Boog was over his head like that.
And you never wrong.
And you have someone else that is consistently antagonizing him. For what?
Do you and your girlfriend got 2 kids or 3 kids?
Me and the mother of my children, we have 2 kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I never thought.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching this.
Stop wasting everybody's time. You feel me?
You tried me last night. Try me again, bro. I swear to God, bro.
The moment that it stops being fun, I'm out.
Yo, you don't want to fall down right there, fam.
Went away from England just to see B2K.
Like, don't shun me away from my brother. I ain't seen him in 7 years.
Everybody's phones start going off. Nipsey got shot. He didn't make it.
Put some respect on B2K. They changed my life.
This is what happens. Y'all wanted to tour. Here you go.
Omega, the gift and the cursed.
Well,
I'll tune in because that looked interesting. I don't know if all the good parts were in the trailer, but I'm like, ooh, drama.
You can't spell Omarion without Mario. That is all.
They booed. I didn't even do it. They said, I don't want to listen to a grown man who still plays with his food like we ain't dealing with a shortage. And then they started booing him. The kids used to say, be too gay. Oh my God. Amen, Michelle. He is very much bothered. Bro, you can't be mad at anyone but yourself. You embarrassed yourself in front of America. How did he? Well, you talking about the verses.
The verses, girl.
Why is he talking about?
Listen, the verses mattered, okay? Whoever goes on verses, you need to do your best unless you are OG like Snoop and DMX, right? Rest his soul. But if you're not an OG, you better be motherfucking good. And he has fucked up his image for everybody that he grew up with, because he's my generation. Like, he was in the Word Up magazine and people ripping out the covers, the poster pullouts and shit. I want the record to reflect Omarion was never on my wall. However, you know what I mean? People really was, ooh, ah. But today, at the beautiful age of 38, I just want to say you cannot spell Omarion without Mario.
Girl, you ain't lying, because Mario, you know, I wasn't really like attracted to him back then, but now he growing. I was like, ooh, well, yes.
Well, let the record reflect that Usher didn't start bagging him until he got with Chili too. So
this ain't about Usher. This ain't got. That's a different type of conversation right now. Okay,
I'm just being petty. Okay. They said when he was talking about April, she's with Tay Diggs looking happy. Okay, she's living her best life. Well, damn. Okay, well, what was this you sent to me, Sean? Court documents reveal R.Kelly is engaged to Jocelyn. Ooh,
because people were asking about her, and I happened to be scrolling while we was in here, and I said, "Oh, well, there's an update on Jocelyn right there."
Well, you know, we got to bring you the incoming tea then, girl, because hell, this right here, we was just talking about her ass. We was just talking about her. So Sean was able to get this incoming information. You guys, let's check out what this document, this post says here from the Shade Room. They said that according to the documents, honey, they said it's a ride or die when it comes to R. Kelly's longtime girlfriend, Jocelyn Savage. She's going to hold him down. In a court document from All Hip Hop, Jocelyn reveals she's engaged to the Pied Piper. The future Mrs. Kelly wrote a letter to the judge, Ann Donnelly, on June 28th, ahead of R. Kelly's sentencing for sex crimes in New York. In the letter, she attempted to portray the incarcerated artist as a positive light and let the judge know she's not the victim. She also wrote, my relationship with Robert is amazing. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. We have a very special connection and are deeply in love. I still support Robert to this day because I love him and will always be here to support him. She continued to say, Robert is not the monster that the government has described him to be. The Robert I know is very sweet, gentle, and kind. And at the end of the day, he has always made sure that I'm taken care of, and any other women he was with as well. She also says that the document also says Jocelyn's family has been quiet about the engagement. However, they did speak on June 29th, the day the singer was sentenced to 30 years in prison. According to CBS 46, attorney Gerald A. Griggs released a statement saying the parents of Jocelyn Savage are pleased with the sentence handed down by Judge Donnelly today. They hope it will continue to send a strong message that sexual predators will be punished for their illegal conduct. He added, it is their continued hope to reunite and reconnect with their daughter. They hope that now Jocelyn will return home. They are glad that the court heard the voices of the survivors. Roommates, what do you think about the engagement? Okay, so this is what they said on there. So what y'all think?
It's sad, and the parents were thinking that when he got his sentence, that was going to be the end of it, and Jocelyn would finally let go. But apparently, Jocelyn said, "That's my man, and I'm sticking beside him."
Girl, ain't that something?
Ooh.
That is something. Yes, Carter, that's so sad. And they say hopefully he does well on appeal, or she is more than stupid. Oh, Michelle, we have lost you. You got your bag. Jocelyn, girl, hush. You got 30 years to spend the bag and get your licks back with no punishment. Ooh.
Girl, if she were to stick beside him, he gonna come out of jail. She gonna have a whole damn family. I got 3 kids. You want to meet them?
This right here is crazy. crazy.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, Joycelyn, I don't even know
Oh,
what to say
you know,
about you,
you
sis.
know who she
But,
reminds me of?
Hmm.
What's the child's name that got the boy
oh,
picture?
Krishan.
Yeah, that's who she reminds me of.
Yeah, she
You gotta
definitely does.
yeah, you gotta keep the key. You gotta pray for girls like that.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's like when you know you brainwashed or something, when no matter what a man do, what you hear, you sticking beside him. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Look, one of our YouTubers said, Ashley said, Mario son the brakes off that boy and talked his shit and backed it all the way up. That show was ridiculous. She also said it said brainwashing is real. We have to build these young ladies up because stuff like this is going on strong in our world. Yes, yes.
I just want the Northeast definitely gotta stand up because Mario's from Be More, so you gotta be more careful when you fucking with somebody like that. Okay.
Damn.
Oh Lord.
Cold-blooded. OMG. Let's get into this next talk, you guys, honey. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We was trying to be over here congratulating our girl Jhené Aiko on her baby with Shawn. And honey, her daddy is turning around having a damn baby too. So she got a brother that's gonna be the same age as her baby when they're born. So according to the neighborhood talk, they say it looks like Jhené will be welcoming a brother along with her new bundle of joy. Her dad is expecting another child, and he is 77 years old.
Yes, Diddy.
Girl, let's see what this say.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna know. Okay, so it's got blue, green, or no, blue, pink at the end. There's 3 rows. It's either gonna be pink or it's gonna be blue. So we have 3 rows. We're still going. We're still going.
Whoa.
Can you see Brendan?
Uh-oh.
Oh, the boy.
Well, the children are excited.
They were super excited.
How old is the
Girl,
baby
what?
mom?
Huh?
How old is the girlfriend or the baby mom or whatever her title is?
I don't know, but in the comments they say, wait, so if you're like in your 50s or 40s, you can still get pregnant.
Is she
That
really
lady
that
didn't
old
look
though?
like she was in no 50s or
Yeah,
40s.
she looked much younger than that.
Girl, obviously. I don't know how much the chick is. I don't even know who she is, y'all.
Well,
They
good for
say
them.
they say she a new age nun. That thing will be undiscovered dust by the time we touch it. Y'all talking about Jocelyn. That thing still thangin'.
Yes, he's still putting it down.
Girl, he's still getting it in and making it happen. Oh, yes, honey. He is. He is. How old is the other? Yeah, the other daughter. Is it Omarion? Her daughter, uncle?
Talking about Jhené
Mm.
Aiko? I don't know.
Well, you know, they all grew up together. And you know, if y'all remember, she used to be sing in their videos when B2K was out. So I don't know. Maybe they are related. I'm not sure. Man, they need to test that thing. 77 still functioning. Wait, are these kids running around? He is too. I don't know who the kids are. He got swimmers and not worms. I see. OMG. 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 All right. Well, let's get into the next thing, you guys. Y'all got anything else to say about this? Because I don't know how to take that. Like,
I mean,
is she
congrats.
yeah, congratulations is definitely in order. Is she still cool with her father or something? Because I didn't see her posting that she was gonna be having a brother or anything.
I mean, I don't think that's a common thing to do. Like, I don't advertise when I'm about to have another sibling.
Mm.
Some people might. You never know. This world is different. Okay.
I mean, Jhené is really private.
That's what I was
though.
exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, she's a little private too. So there's that. Like, did she even formally announce her pregnancy?
Nope, she just walked down the street pregnant.
Right.
Like, oh,
Like,
there
yeah,
you go.
so she
Ta-da!
didn't even announce she was having another baby.
But she released a song for her child, unborn child. So that's her announcement.
Oh,
She'd
okay.
rather make money off of it.
Okay, I mean, Lauryn Hill did the same shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know. Kusum,
Oh, I love that song too by Lauryn Hill. So good.
Yeah, Zion was a beautiful song.
Yeah.
that was.
Shout out to Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so they say I'm pretty sure her first baby daddy is Omarion brother. Oh, okay. Okay, I knew they might have been connected some way. He's Omarion younger brother. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Oh, right.
I think his name is Orion. He's cute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's
the
cute.
brother is handsome. Yeah, she is private and I wouldn't announce my 77-year-old dad. Okay, I feel you. Thank you, Orion. All right, let's get into the next one, y'all. Shoot, y'all better be saying y'all prayers out here in these doggone streets, honey, because I don't know how many lives that Lamar got, but honey, he out there 9 lives part. Something, you know, he done been and through a whole lot, and he's still taking a licking and keep on ticking. He was hospitalized after a car accident, but I couldn't get into what actually happened. Nor do I think that they even say anything about it too in the thing. Let me see if I can pull up that information. Hang on the memento.
Yeah,
because I was kind of.
I just be confused. Like, I didn't even realize this man was still celebrity worthy. Like, what is going on?
Ooh, but you know that he still be on reality TV, so this is how it keeps him afloat.
Yeah, but there's nothing interesting about his life to me. Like, it's like, okay, like we're beating a dead horse. It's like people that watch the Kardashians.
Oh.
like what like why are they famous? Like, I don't understand. The sex tape was wet.
Oh well.
Girl,
I cannot. Oh Lord. Well, if y'all care, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy he's doing okay.
So wait a minute, you guys. They're saying the reports that I'm pulling up. So I need y'all like Shawn, if you could search too, because they're saying that he passed away from this car accident. I don't think that that's true, and I don't want to say anything, but that's what comes up. Boy dies following the crash involving Los Angeles Laker Lamar Odom. This is from ESPN.com, and it says that the neighbors have buried a teenage boy who died when the motorcycle collided with the vehicle carrying Lamar Odom and hurtled onto the New York sidewalk. Odom, who stars in a reality TV show with his wife Chloe. Wait, this was a long time ago. This is from 2011. Yeah, something ain't right. They not even pulling up nothing from 2022.
Yeah, he had another accident some years ago. I do know that. I think it was like 2016.
Yeah, but he wasn't driving. It say he was riding in that past accident.
Okay,
but
let me
I
see.
did find something on the current accident. It says Lamar Odom is counting his blessings. The former NBA star was reportedly in a car accident. The Jasmine brand reports Lamar was in a passenger seat of a car in Atlanta. According to the outlet, he's doing okay. On Lamar's most recent IG post shared at 8:30, a flyer of his IG live event says postpone till next week. So seems like he's okay. He'll be back next week.
Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't like that. They pulling up stuff from 2011. I'm what the hell? Oh gosh, do the Kardashians have a dial on him? He just accident prone.
Listen, I'm happy he's okay.
Yeah.
The sad part is that in both of those accidents, he was not driving. He's just a passenger.
Okay. Well, girl, he need to stop all of that. Then he
don't need to ride with nobody.
He don't need to ride with no goddamn body. Cold blooded, okay, cold blooded. Oh shoot. All right, well, let's get into this next one because they said that Wendy's podcast is gonna be launching. Now, y'all know we continuously talk about Wendy over here on the curb, YouTubers. So, I don't know if everybody is up to date on the whole thing, but just to break it down, y'all know she was looking real toe up from the flow up when she was on TMZ Live, holding her foot up, telling them about her situation that she has. But then they started saying that she was going to release this podcast, and she said she didn't even know what a podcast was, but that she was looking to traveling all over the country with this podcast. Well, everybody know it's online, boo. So I don't know what's going on with Wendy, but they did announce that her podcast was coming. They've been posting on her new Instagram page, the Wendy Experience podcast. They've been posting on there talking about they're trying to figure out who they're going to be the first guest. Is it going to be Joe? Da 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 da. They've been saying all of that, and I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna be there for the launch of it to see if she gonna be stable enough to hold a conversation with these folks, because she seemed like she got scattergory brains disorder to me, and that's a made-up thing. Don't go looking it up in the book. That's what I call people who can't stay focused on track. Okay, she don't seem like she can stay focused on track from what I've been seeing. So I'm not sure about this podcast.
I'm gonna check in for the purpose of it having a nostalgic vibe, because when I started listening to her, she was radio. Podcast is kind of similar to radio, commercials and all. So we'll see. I don't stay checked in long if it ain't there.
Yeah, but big ups to Wendy. I do want her to kind of like regroup herself and put herself back on top, and then when she's ready to leave out of the business, to leave out on a good note, because I just can't see all of this being the last of her last. You know what I'm saying? Like all this messy stuff with her ex-husband and all of this other stuff too. Okay. Thank you, Jerron. I'm gonna pull that up as well. Shout out to Oprah. Condolences to her as well, and her family. But they reported that she lost her dad recently. They said they were throwing him an appreciation day barbecue. I'll give you a little clip of it because I couldn't get into all of it, but they said that they honored her father in her backyard. Her friend and gospel singer Whitley Phipps saluted him with a song. He felt the love and revealed in it until he could no longer speak. So big ups to Oprah.
Yeah, my condolences to Oprah.
Yeah, poor thing. And then she lost her pet dog, who she's had, I guess, since the beginning of time, honey. She had him since birth and stuff like this. Okay, so let me see what Geronda gave to me. Geronda, is this something that's supposed to be for us to watch on the curb? What is this? You just sent it. I'm just trying to make sure it ain't nothing that need to be on here.
Let me look.
All right. I don't know. She inboxed me something. I thought it was maybe for the show. Let's get into it. Your boy Kanye is back out in these streets, and he said that he charges $8 million to perform at a show. You care or no? Because let me tell you something. I ain't paying Kanye no $8 million to do no performance. I don't think he's performance ready. Do y'all?
I mean, Kanye's a musical genius.
They say
I don't know about paying $8 million for no goddamn performance, though.
He can do a Zoom meeting. Y'all talking about Kanye doing a Zoom meeting, or y'all was talking about maybe her first guest will be Robert. Can he do podcasts for prison?
Girl, that would be wonderful. I want to see that.
Girl, if she could get Robert D. Kelly on the podcast, I'm here for it all. You hear me?
Yes, girl. That would break the internet.
Girl, that would be the highest watched podcast ever. You hear me? He said yesterday's price is not today's price. It's only right that billionaire businessman Kanye West secures the biggest bag. Reportedly, the rapper's wealth continues to increase from his music from live performances. Kanye West shows nearly sell out every time, in addition to his headlining tours. Earlier this week, Kanye revealed the pricey amount he charges to perform at the show. The 45-year-old artist shared the complex in response to a post of an Instagram account falsely saying that his booking fee is $1 million. Oh, so basically he said, bitch, my booking fee is 8 million. It ain't a million. Don't disrespect me like that. Boy, bad. Is anybody even still checking for him for that? Like, do anybody still care about Kanye West performing?
Yeah, lots of people. I mean, I'm not one of them, but a lot of people do.
Cold blood.
Yeah, I'm not one either, but he does. His name do seem to ring bells for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think the whole thing is kind of weird, just a little bit weird. We did have some information too in regards to if y'all want to go over, because I don't know why some of these articles are not pulling up for me all of a sudden, but we were talking about Britney Spears' dad request the daughter to be deposed for untrue allegations. So I guess he wants her to kind of come out and correct all of this and do it publicly. Is that what he's asking for?
Oh, well.
I don't know. Like,
I didn't really understand why I don't understand why he just won't let this go.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm on BuzzFeed. And let me show you guys,
I
because
definitely think Dad should respectfully go to hell.
yeah, because his dad been making money off of her for so long and stuff like that. I mean, I know he tried to get a handle of her when she shaved her head bald and she kind of went, to British land.
And he should go twiddle his thumbs in the corner, be happy at the life that he has and the fact that he ain't have to put in no real work, and go ahead and sit in the corner and eat a bowl of oatmeal and watch soap operas or some shit.
Cold-blooded. Well, according to this article on BuzzFeedNews.com, they said Jamie Spears' legal team has reportedly attempted to challenge a number of claims Britney has made against her father, including that she was forced to give 8 tubes of blood for medical treatment and was not allowed to own pain reliever meds. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so this is her dad here. I don't even know anything about this whole situation. I think this might be something that I'm gonna have to kind of get into, because what they're saying here, the legal docs filed by Jamie Spears' team, let's listen to it, which we first obtained by TMZ, appeared to be centered around the claims Britney Spears has made, alleging that her father was abusive during the conservatorship. So basically, they said, to get you up to speed with all the relevant information, let's quickly rewind back to June last year when Spears appeared in court to ask for an end to her nearly 14-year conservatorship, which gave her father and a number of lawyers control over her life and finances since 2008. During this virtual court appearance, Spears spoke publicly for the very first time about the abusive terms of agreement, comparing her experience to sex trafficking. She went on to tell the courtroom that her dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship should be jailed. At that time, her father responded in a statement via his attorney saying he was sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain. 3 months later, a judge suspended Jamie as the conservator of Britney Spears' estate before the conservatorship was eventually terminated in November. As you'll likely be aware, in the time since being freed from her father's control, Spears has posted on social media to talk to her fans in more detail about the terms of her conservatorship, often commenting on her family's culpability behind the scenes. Echoing her testimony last year, Spears has written in social media posts, and she feels her father should face legal consequences for allegedly abusing his role as conservator. What Dad did to me, they don't even do to criminals. I'm honestly shocked Dad isn't in jail. This is what she wrote on Twitter in January. Child, so basically, in a nutshell, he wants her to go public and, kind of like They said leave Britney alone. Kind of like saying, that was all lies and fabrication. That's what the article that I got out of that whole thing. At this point in time, it's like, okay, everything has been done. You are married now. Live your best life. Gone with it. You out of that conservatorship and continue to be great. Prove him wrong that you don't have anything that you need to have a conservator over anymore, and that you're doing fine mentally and you're healthy. That's what I say for Britney. Because other than that, who cares?
Yeah, her daddy needs to let it go. I mean, there's no way to prove or disprove what Britney said, so let it go, sir.
Yeah, I don't think they have she has any evidence to any of that. And not to say that I don't believe that there was some stuff going on in regards to this whole thing, but it's just like we've been dealing with this for 1,800 years about you and your dad and the conservatorship and stuff. Like, let it go. And where's your mom? Because she been silent in a lot of this, and she was around. She was around with the stuff, even though they got divorced. So, what's going on? What's really good? All right. All right. So last not least, we did get some updated information in regards to us going live yesterday in regards to the McCray Island, Dre McCray MUA information. If y'all ready to set up to talk about that. Child, this is just gonna be one of those things that's gonna always continue to bring additional information. One of the Facebookers said, right, I think Brit should live her best life now, but mentally she has moments. Yes, she does. I agree with that as well. So a lot of the things have been recirculating in regards to this whole scenario with Dre McCray. And some of the people were commenting about some text messages between her and Vaughn from back in the day. That is kind of relevant to what has been going on between them two. Like they're trying to portray themselves as a loving couple, just doing everything on social media together, like they were close knit and everything. But behind the scenes, they were going through stuff as a married couple and potentially separating at one point in time. This is according to these text messages that somebody that was close to them both ended up revealing. Let me pull up the text messages here right quick and we'll get into it. So from what they're saying, these are the text messages between Dre and Vaughn. And he didn't apparently he didn't have any idea that she was renting a house or something. So it says, you're renting a new house. Please don't ask the girls any questions. But yes, hopefully we will be able to move soon. I just asked Boo where you were going. She said you were probably going to check out a new house. Our account is dry and there is no shared savings at all. I don't have a job and you're withholding all something. I can't. You're holding all the funds. I can't even buy a sandwich if I wanted to. I just want to know why you're doing this to me, even before all this, as if you've been plotting this all along. Why? She responds, yeah, this is crazy. She responds, right. Just ask, huh? Then just more bills. Then isn't something you said, then size. That's good. You need to stop buying things that you can easily get or make at home. A lot of the purchases are a complete waste of, let me see, hold on. A complete waste of money. And yes, you did have a job, but you theoretically quit months ago. But even then, I don't mind if you don't work this job with me, as long as you help doing other things. All right, let's go to the next one. Y'all have to enlarge it out. And then it says, you've been looking or hiding that you don't want me to find. What's crazy is I would have never even tried to look, but now I know what's really up. Somehow you're going to turn this against me and blame this on me like you're doing with everything else. I don't even know who you are. I just need me and my baby safe. You've been taking our money and putting it in a separate account along before last month ago. You've been depriving me of stuff long before this. Actually, this all started happening when we first got that building. You telling me you've been building a security blanket for yourself for a long ass time, but I get jumped on for opening up a $25 account for the VA.
And this
That
is Vaughn talking to Dre.
right. This is Vaughn talking to Dre. That I was going to tell you about as well. I understand now. Let me see. And it says, see what I mean? You would rather believe a lie that you make up than what is the truth, Marvin. This account was barely made less than 4 months ago, and never would I ever even mention a security. And then it cuts off. Let me see. Okay. I don't see the other security believe a lie that you made up then what the truth is, Marvin. The account was barely made less than 4 months ago, and never would I ever even mention a security blanket. That's not even who I am, but go ahead and live in your disgusting lies. I'm not going to entertain fantasy. And yes, of course, that was so freaking hurtful because your intentions of that account was today for a little bit of money that you contribute to our household for yourself. You wanted a secure blanket. Everything is a result of your actions. So please stop acting like this. You telling me a few months ago I quit. A few months ago we had just got that damn subscription. Not to mention I'm suffering with depression and developing PTSD, and you don't give a damn about it. She replied back, oh my gosh, dude, no, man. The savings was not because you quit or anything. It's because you kept spending money. You literally have no sense of budget. And again, I don't know how many times I have. Okay, and then it cut off. I don't think I missed any other parts. Hey, are you coming home after your appointment? Yes, I just finished. I'm on the way now. Okay. Want me to get the piano room situated for you? Would I be able to have Boo's room instead? She sleeps in there. Bella sleeps in her room. You can sleep in our bed. Then where will you sleep? I'm not leaving my bed. I just want a room where no one is going to have to go into unless they need me. I have a blow up if you want me to give her that. Oh, a blow up, like a blow up bed. And she can sleep in the room with you or the piano room. That piano room is yours.
Wow.
Andrea, you can give me $2,000. Can you give me $2,000? A $2,000 loan. I promise I will pay it back. Marvin, why you need $2,000? So I can have something for when I leave. I'm getting seen, but it won't happen overnight. I can't even believe I'm asking you this because what'd you say? Oh, I thought somebody said something. But I have nothing else, please. So you can have something for when you leave where, and you're getting seen where. Marvin have no idea what you are talking about. Can you please provide more details? I can't stay at the house until I get checked out on Monday. I'm just asking. It's just too much to get into right now. Marvin, so you need $2,000 to provide for you until Monday. This makes no sense. If it's too much for you to get into, how do you think how do you think I feel? So basically he was asking her for a loan to leave the place?
To set himself up to leave the relationship, get a place to stay, because apparently they had a joint account. She removed everything, opened her a separate account. So when he tried to leave, he's got nothing and no access to nothing.
So That's crazy.
I mean, this is really just showing, like, some people I've heard, all through the world, that she was controlling with the money, not allowing him to have access, and this proves that.
Mm-hmm. So one of the cursor says during her paparazzi lives, he was gone for a period of time, and eventually his name was removed from her site. Oh wow, that's crazy. So let me see if this, I'm just asking, is just too much to get into right now. Okay, yeah, I read that part. Benefit. If you need immediate assistance. Okay, so Marvin, you will need $2,000 to provide until Monday. Okay, I read that part. If you need immediate assistance with the psychiatric care, you can go to the VA hospital in Tucson. It's a really nice facility, and I think you can really benefit from it. It's a loan, Drea. I swear I would pay it back ASAP. I don't need that because I'm not in any immediate danger, but I will be if I stay in the house, is what I feel. So basically, he's telling you something is really wrong. Then you are in danger if you feel like staying in the house would cause this aggression. Staying at a hotel just is not feasible. $2,000 to last you 5 to 6 days is something I'm just not understanding. I can make some phone calls so that I can make sure you can get seen by somebody today. I think that this is this is like a repeat. He says, I just want a room where no one is going to have to go into unless I need it. Okay, I think we've seen that one too. I don't know. This whole situation, it seems like they would probably have been having, and I'm just making an assumption because I really don't know, so don't take this as, Bible. But it sounds like they have been having a disagreement prior to this whole situation. And that it started getting hectic for him with what was going on, and he was trying to leave. And she drained all the money out of their account, and he didn't have any money to go anywhere as well. That's crazy. That's really crazy. What do y'all think about this whole scenario? I know we keep having to bring up certain stuff in regards to this whole thing. They are constantly dropping more and more information in regards to it. But that just seems like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it does sound really, really sad. Normally when you hear shit like this, it's usually the other way around. It's the man that is financially abusive.
Right.
So it's really wow. That's all I can say is just wow.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a cautionary tale for us. I don't do it, I hope, but don't, take everything you see on social media at face value. Because I think a lot of times when you see people on face value, they only show you on Facebook, they only show you what, they want you to see. And people wondering around here, ooh, couples goals, they so in love, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, It's
Yeah,
sad.
you don't know. Yeah, it's super sad. And I think also too, you guys, they have been saying, and this is allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, that with all the things that was going on, and they were saying before that CPS was called and that they took the kids yesterday. Now that's all alleged. I don't have proof of that. What I do have is that they were discussing that in a few of the groups in regards to it. So I'm not sure how they were able to obtain that information or anything like that, but they're saying from what is being said that the kids were taken yesterday morning, but we don't have confirmation.
That's sad too. I feel
Yeah, it
for the
is.
kids more than anything, and whether they are with CPS or with their mom. I just hope they're okay.
Yeah. And I hope that they probably did, don't they do like a wellness check first? Like they go over there and they check, they make sure the kids are okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
For God's sake, they just found they dead. Um, in a tragic situation. And I don't care how many times that Dre says that they're happy over there, they're fine over there. You cannot you cannot say that you're happy when you're going through a mourning process of somebody that has been hurt terribly, and you're dealing with going back and forth to the hospital and going to multiple different hospitals as well. I just hope that the kids are safe and well, and that it pans out for them too, that and I hope too, whatever is going on, I hope they all seek some help in regards to this. You said you shocked you haven't followed or watched in years. Hey, Carl, yeah, it's been a whole situation. A whole situation. I feel sorry for her kids too. Yeah, social media is where a lot of people lives their best lives. They do, and they make it seem like everything is good. Look, we could go into countless, endless types of situation. Everything looks good till it's not. For those who've been in makeup snitch and started out with Nay, or you were with Slay with Dre McCray before, and you ended up finding out about Nay, the MUA from Dre. It's been a whole bunch of stuff been going on back and forth. So, people who've been there from the beginning, like us, we consider ourselves the OG because we was there when it all started. It's just crazy to see a lot of this going on. I've been watching her from the jump. She has slowly been going down. She is definitely abusing him. Allegedly. Let's say allegedly, because, I don't want to say like we don't have proof. Okay. Those kids are not safe with her. His family should definitely have access to him. I hope he can recover and tell his side of things, but I do not think that will happen. My gut tells me he didn't hurt himself. Something is not right. That's sad, you guys. Right now all we have is what is said in the police report. And I'm pretty sure that if it was something else to look into, they will look into it and go from there. But this is just sad.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad situation. Prayers to them and the kids, even though I do feel like it's wrong for her to be withholding visitation from the family and all the things she's doing. I don't wish this type of pain and messiness on nobody.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shantee, you got anything you want to add to it? This is just crazy. She might have stepped away. Oh, okay, there you are.
It's just, I hope the kids didn't get taken. I really do. I hope if CPS or whatever they're called, if they did step in, that they're offering some type of support and resources for the family. That's what I hope, if it's true.
Yeah. But as always, we'll continue to bring all of the update information with this, you guys, because I think that as the days progress, it's more information that's coming out. And we'll continue to keep an eye out for what's going on. Yeah, because as of now, it's been a little bit quiet, but that was the only thing that I was able to obtain or got information about. So again, you guys, let me tell you what you need to do if you want to send us some information too. Don't be scared to check us out on the email and stuff like that. And shoot, we always are looking to get some information. Hang on one second. I'm not sure why this thing is popping up like that. It's always something when you in the middle of trying to do something, and then that's when technology does what it wants to do. Why so, Craig? Like they don't never want me to be great and do what I need to do. Child, just a whole mess. But let me tell you something. If you got some information or some tea that you want to spill, y'all can always email me at Sixx's Word on the Curb, SIXXWOTC at outlook.com. Or you can hit me up on any of the social media pages. You can DM me as well. And I'll respond to you accordingly too. So you could always check that information out and send it to us as well. You can find us on YouTube and TikTok. And that's where you can follow, like, and share. For those of my cursors that's in our Facebook group, they always have the ability to contact us. We're always down for that too as well. Anything else you girls want to share along with this whole scenario before we get on up out of here?
No. I got nothing, girl. Let me see.
Let's see. One of the curses, there's a clinical diagnosis out there no one wants to say, but me having experience with someone who suffers from it, Dre checked all the boxes. Oh, that's sad.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they, been saying certain stuff here and there. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, let's go ahead and give y'all this here. Here we go. What's up, my cursters? What's tea? This is your girl Sixx, and I'm coming to you live. We want to know what the tea is, but I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. But if you got some tea and you want to spill it, then go ahead and drop us an email at sixxwordonthecurve@outlook.com. Why? You wonder why? What? Because, bitch, we nosy. We want to know the scoop. We want to be able to come out with some stuff about these celebrities, too. We want the tea. You know we are always messy and petty and extra. So hit your girl Sixx up and give us all the tea that you know, and we'll be able to share it on our lives as well, because we want breaking news, and I'm coming to be petty. You heard? All right, you guys, I was able to pull it up, but that's a doggone shame. I don't even remember. Do you remember what they were saying? It was, Sean, something about, and I'm gonna say allegedly. I think they were circulating Munchausen disorder or something to that nature.
Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah. Now that I have heard circulating around. But that's the gist of it. I haven't heard anything else. So
yeah, I mean, everything that people are saying, it's just speculation. We don't know. Hell,
yeah.
All we know is the situation is crazy.
Yeah, and whatever is going on, I hope they get help for it as well. So we'll continue. Oh, she said that was it. Yeah, that's what I have been hearing out in these curb, out on the curb too. Out in these streets. So hopefully whatever is going on, she gets some help for it if that's what is needed, so that you can still be able to take care of the kids, because that's the most important right now. And focusing on whether or not seeing how Vine progresses through this whole thing too. Borderline with the by proxy. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So again, we'll keep everybody updated on any of the additional information we got. And don't forget, make all your comments. And if you got questions, let us know. We'll always be able to check that information out for you and respond accordingly. And as always, I want to thank my co-host, Shawn the Gossip, and Michelle Shantee for joining us on another episode of this Celebrity Tea, honey, because these celebrities is out in the streets doing some things. You heard me? And as always, we'll see y'all in the chat. Peace out, everyone.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.